the ATF finally finished our inspection, the inspection, the actual physical inspection, probably lasted a little over a week. A little more than 5 days, probably like 6 or 7 days. But they took an entire month to actually tell us the results of the inspection and to sit down with us. It was time consuming. That was a lot of resources that we had to waste and spend. Had to have attorneys on call, attorneys here present, a couple times while the ATF was here conducting their inspection. So it was actually pretty, I call it stressful time there, getting through this inspection. It was a surprise inspection. And the reason I wouldn't say unexpected. I expect the ATF to actually walk to the gun store any given time to conduct an inspection. But the weird thing about this one was the fact that we actually have a lawsuit against the ATF for walking into gun stores and actually trying to shut down gun stores. And being that we have that lawsuit, them walking into the gun store here in Central Texas Gun Works, it's almost like they're deposing me, doing a deposition on the case. And that's where the problem lies. So we had to file paperwork with the court to notify the court that the ATF walked in without notifying my attorneys. And the ATF responded to that and said, oops, our bad. We didn't, the left didn't know what the right was doing. We didn't mean to do that. So, oops, sorry. And so they continue on with their inspection. We, did outstanding. There are small little errors, that customers made, but there are no errors that would have actually, a person would have transferred a firearm illegally. We would have transferred a firearm to someone illegally. So nothing like that actually happened. So therefore, there's no reason for them to even attempt to try to revoke our license or anything like that. But as a backup, what I did do, there's something I started working on last year. Once we filed this lawsuit, it came to me that, what happens if they do, for some strange reason, try to shut down, my FFL, my federal firearms license, or revoke my license. So I put in an application for a backup FFL. And so that backup FFL was a type 07 license, has been approved by the ATF. And so we're waiting to get the actual license in the mail, but it's been approved and everything. I have the FFL number and all that good kind of stuff. So we're going to have a backup FFL. And what we're going to do is going to move we're going to try to get some of the NFA items, some of those things moved to the other FFL and stuff like that, so we can work off of either one or two FFLs or have a backup or whatever. So just in case something happens, we can go from one to the other. So I think that'll help us out a lot going forward, with any issues we possibly could have with the ATF or any other agency that's out there. This inspection, and the things that the ATF did when they walked into the door concerned me. And I can see why some other dealers are having problems around the country, because what they did was they use, everything in their power to check, all between the lines, all the spaces and everything. They use agencies like the Texas Department of Public Safety. They use the Texas Comptroller. They went through all different agencies to actually make sure that we had dotted all our I's and crossed all our T's. And so that actually really concerned me, that they used everything that they possibly could to try to find a way, to revoke our license. And so, we were definitely on guard 100%. And man, that really concerned me. Any business, you run a business and you have an agency that walks in to inspect you. If they want to try to find something wrong, you definitely can find something wrong with just about every business in this country. And so, and my hat's off to other federal firearms license dealers that are out there that are having to go through this, because it's a very stressful job. It's one, that we know what we're doing. We're not trying to hand guns over to people that are not supposed to have them. We're trying to run a business and do the right thing and be responsible citizens as well. But this really, really concerned me and how it all played out and how it all went down. So I can definitely see how some FFLs out there are actually losing their license, getting their license revoked, and why, under this current administration, the Biden administration, why the revocations are up 500%. I can definitely see why.